Hello everybody, I am Dr. Gurleen Sikka. I am working as a full-time consultant in Birla Hospital as a pediatrician and neonatologist. Today I will be discussing about breastfeeding. So firstly I will tell you why we as pediatricians are obsessed with breastfeeding. It has many advantages for the baby. Firstly, it has the right proportion of all the natural things like fat, proteins and minerals which are required, and it would be according to the gestation. We have seen that the composition of breast milk for a preterm baby according to the requirement would be different, and for a term baby it would be different. So no formula, however expensive, can match those natural requirements. Secondly, the chances of infection in that newborn period as well as overall during the lifetime. It has been seen that the babies who are breastfed for exclusively 6 months have lesser complications and lesser infections in the life ahead. Thirdly, the recent studies have shown that adult onset diseases such as diabetes, hypertension and certain cardiovascular diseases are less common in children who are exclusively breastfed. Thirdly, for preterm babies especially, we emphasize on breast milk because their tummy, the gut, is very sensitive, and especially those babies, it is the breast milk which is protective against certain conditions which can lead to surgical intervention if they are either given formula feed or not fed for a while. Then for mother, the advantages would be it helps secreting a hormone which is known as oxytocin, which is helpful for your uterus contraction. So whether you have delivered vaginally or via cesarean section, if you continue to breastfeed and you initiate breastfeed on the day 1 of life of the baby itself, it helps in contraction of the uterus, so it would go back to its original shape again, and also the bleeding which would be happening after the delivery, it is seen to be less in mothers who initiate breastfeeding on day 1. Secondly, it helps to burn the calories. So it is seen that the mothers who breastfeed their babies exclusively for 6 months get back to their pre-pregnancy weight on a faster rate compared to those who do not. Thirdly, the studies have shown that it decreases the risk of breast as well as ovarian carcinoma. So on and all, it is both beneficial for the baby as well as the mother. That is why we are so after it that we should initiate breastfeeding, and according to the latest UNICEF and WHO guidelines, it is recommended that for normal delivery within first 30 minutes of life, and for cesarean, obviously due to logistic reasons and surgery being going on, for at least within 1 hour of life we should start breastfeeding. So as a pediatrician, as a neonatologist, it would be my advice to give only breast milk and nothing else, besides if any medicines obviously like vitamin D is prescribed or any other medicine if we are giving to the baby. But otherwise, do not give any gutti, shahad, pani or any formula milk, because it cannot replace your breast milk. And last but not the least, the antibodies which are present in the mother, especially all the vaccines which she has got in her entire life till the pregnancy, and if she has got any infection naturally, so the antibodies which are present in her milk are the best available antibodies for the baby. Obviously they'll go via the cord when the baby is inside you, but then breast milk provides all those antibodies which are very important for the baby, especially during the first 6 months of life. And due to this pandemic, the COVID vaccination, so obviously initially in the first wave it was not advised, but as soon as it was advised for the pregnant ladies, even we used to ask the mothers whether they've got, and it is seen that those babies also have the COVID antibodies in them. So in the near future, we really don't know whether the vaccine would come for such little babies, especially less than 1 year or infants. So my recommendation would be that to protect from the COVID also, it would be an add-on advantage. It would be an icing on the cake if you get the vaccine during your pregnancy and you breastfeed your child. Thank you.